You think last year was big for watches? 2025 just laughed and said, "Hold my beer." Rolex rewriting the dive watch rulebook, to Omega launching moon dust on your wrist. This year's releases are hotter than a ceramic bezel in the desert sun. And trust me, some of these price tags will leave even seasoned collectors blinking twice. It's Chronosman back again, diving into the hottest new watches of 2025. We're talking Rolex, Omega, Tudor, Patek, AP, and a lineup of indie-mad scientists pushing horology to its absolute limit. If you're into watches from quartz to spring drive, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and stick around to the end, because some of these pieces are going to shock you. Oh, and if one of these beauties starts whispering your name, check the description. I've linked to our official partner where you can actually hunt them down. Now, wind your crown, adjust your strap, and let's start with the king, Rolex. Let's be honest, when Rolex moves, the whole watch world stops to listen. And in 2025, they didn't whisper, they roared. The all-new Land-Dweller drops like a diver built for planetary exploration, muscular, purposeful, and starting around $15,000. It's a tool watch that looks just as good next to a wetsuit as it does under a cufflink. Then there's the GMT Master 2, dressed to kill in white, gold, and green. 50 grand gets you dual-time brilliance and more presence than a spotlight at midnight. The Oyster Perpetual and Datejust prove that everyday Rolex can still steal the show, both coming in around that $12,000 to $15,000 sweet spot, radiating that pure, joyful Rolex polish. And finally, the elegant 1908, a $23,000 whisper of sophistication. It's Rolex reminding us, they don't just make icons, they make heirlooms. 2025 feels like the year Rolex finally said, "We've mastered time, now let's master taste." Tudor came into 2025 with something to prove, and oh, they delivered. It's like every watch this year was made to say, we're not Rolex's little brother anymore. Let's start with the Tudor 1926 Lunar, priced around $2,600, a poetic moon phase that brings elegance down to earth. Then comes the Black Bay 58 and Black Bay 68, both sitting near 5 grand, and both absolutely oozing heritage diver DNA. But the show stealer? The Pelagos Ultra, at about $6,500, a titanium beast ready for the deep, blending pro-grade engineering with stealthy modern style. And rounding things off, the Black Bay Pro at $4,700, an explorer's companion built for real-world adventure. 2025 proves Tudor's identity is locked in, confident, capable, cool as hell. They're not chasing Rolex's shadow anymore, they're casting one of their own. When it comes to pushing boundaries, Omega never plays it safe, and 2025 is proof they're still chasing the stars. First up, the Speedmaster Moon Phase Meteorite, priced around $19,300, a masterpiece carved from space itself. Real meteorite dial, precision moon phase display, and that unmistakable Speedmaster soul. It's cosmic, collectible, and cool. Next, we got the Omega Speedmaster Grey side of the moon, priced at $16,400, is a masterpiece in ceramic. Its smoky grey case, meteorite dial, and lunar-inspired detailing embody space heritage with modern sophistication. A cosmic blend of performance, precision, and pure elegance. Then we get the Seamaster Planet Ocean World Timer, a $16,700 global powerhouse, with its deep black ceramic case and a map dial that literally brings the world to your wrist. This is Omega flexing both brains and brawn. And for those who live in the dark, the Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon returns at around $16,000, sleeker, meaner, and impossibly modern. In 2025, Omega didn't just update old legends, they reinvented the future of tool luxury. If Rolex owns tradition, Omega owns innovation. Patek Philippe has always been the quiet voice of ultimate luxury, and in 2025, that voice is crystal clear. This year, it's not about loud statements, it's about refinement so good it humbles the noise. The new annual calendar 5205R-011, priced at around $74,000, is classic Patek. Luminous rose gold, elegant dial symmetry, and a mechanical calendar that practically breathes craftsmanship. It's a dress watch that doesn't shout. It simply owns the room. Then there's the Calatrava 6196 P-001, a $57,000 slice of minimalist perfection. Platinum case, clean textures, and proportions that feel almost poetic. Patek isn't chasing trends or flexing muscle. They're preserving purity. In an age where everyone's trying to be seen, Patek Philippe remains the one brand you feel. 2025 reminds us why their slogan still hits different. You never actually own a Patek Philippe. You just admire it long enough to realize it owns you.
Quick break before we hit the next chronos. If you've been eyeing any of the watches I've mentioned, or maybe you're just doing some late-night grail hunting, check out the links in the description. They go straight to exquisite timepieces, who I'm proud to call the official sponsor of this channel. They're an authorized dealer for over 80 luxury watch brands, everything from Grand SEIKO and Tudor to independents like Angelus and Ball. That means you're not just browsing random stock. You're looking at real inventory, backed by manufacturer warranties and shipped globally. Personally, I trust them because I've used them, and I only work with partners I'd recommend to a fellow collector over coffee, and they actually answer emails, rare in this game. Also, a little transparency. If you use my affiliate links and end up buying something, it helps support this channel at no extra cost to you. No pressure, but it means the world. All right, back to the chronos. When it comes to flexing watchmaking muscle, nobody does audacious elegance like Audemars Piguet, and in 2025, they went full throttle, proving once again why the Royal Oak still runs the game. The Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar 150th anniversary, coming in around $218,000, isn't just a watch, it's a celebration of mechanical art. Sandblasted titanium, open-worked brilliance, and a perpetual complication that feels alive on the wrist. Then comes the Code 11.59 Flying Tourbillon in sand gold, a glittering statement piece at about $290,000. It's like AP said, you want haute horology with a heartbeat? Watch this. 2025 isn't about playing it safe, it's about rewriting the rules. Audemars Piguet isn't just competing in the luxury space, they're setting the tempo everyone else tries to follow. When you wear AP, you're not showing off, you're broadcasting confidence. And this year's lineage, pure, unapologetic swagger. When Switzerland builds icons, Germany builds monuments. And A. Lange & Söhne is proof that precision can have a soul. Take the Odysseus Honeygold, priced around $250,000. It's like seeing a sports watch dressed for the opera. Warmth, power, and restraint all at once. That honeygold hue, exclusive to Lange. That finishing, humanly impossible, except in Glashütte. Then there's the Richard Lange Jumping Seconds, about $128,000, with a deadbeat seconds hand that ticks with surgical rhythm, like time itself is taking a breath. And topping it all off, the 1815 Tourbillon at roughly $240,000. Pure mechanical poetry, where gravity meets grace. Lange doesn't chase trends, it chases perfection. Each watch feels inevitable, as if it had to exist. In a world full of noise, A. Lange & Söhne whispers, and somehow, everyone listens. Nomos is like that friend who shows up in a linen shirt, looking effortless while everyone else is trying too hard. Their latest Club Sport Neomatic World Timer 40mm, priced at around $4,000, is a masterclass in understatement. It's travel-ready, minimal, and so well-balanced it could do yoga. But don't let the simplicity fool you. Inside beats Nomos's own in-house caliber, engineered right in Glashütte. It's got that signature German honesty, clean lines, sharp geometry, and finishing so precise, it almost feels smug about it. The best part, you get world time functionality without looking like a pilot from the 1950s. It's modern, restrained, and unapologetically Nomos. At this price point, few watches blend brains, beauty, and balance, quite like this one. It's not trying to impress. It already knows it belongs. When Vacheron speaks, the watch world listens, not because it shouts, but because every tick sounds like a legacy echoing through time.
Their new overseas perpetual calendar ultra-thin, priced around $148,000, is the definition of refined adventure. Just 41.5 millimeters wide and impossibly slim, it's a traveler's dream. A watch that can go from Monaco yacht deck to Geneva boardroom without missing a beat. The white gold case glows like chilled champagne under light, while the blue lacquered dial feels infinite, like staring into the night sky over Lake Geneva. And yes, it still packs Vacheron's Geneva seal level finishing. Every bevel, every bridge, every curve, hand-polished by someone who probably breathes horology. This isn't a flex, it's a statement. A declaration that elegance doesn't need noise. If Rolex is the voice of confidence, Vacheron is the voice of calm mastery. If Vacheron is quiet mastery, Jaeger-LeCoultre is poetic precision. The new Reverso Tribute Monophase Small Seconds, priced around $11,500, is everything we love about Art Deco design. Distilled, refined, and dipped in pure horological nostalgia. One glance at that rectangular case, and you're transported to a 1930s Parisian cafe. Cigarette smoke curling through the air, jazz spilling from the radio, and a gentleman discreetly flipping his Reverso before making a bet he probably shouldn't. It's slim, elegant, and deeply mechanical in feel. The manually wound movement inside is so beautifully finished, you almost wish it were on display. But restraint is part of the charm. The small seconds at 6 o'clock, it's like a heartbeat. Calm, confident, constant. No smartwatch could ever match this kind of soul. The Reverso doesn't just tell time, it tells a story, one polished facet at a time. When Blancpain releases a new 50 Fathoms, it's not just a watch, it's a reminder that they invented the modern dive watch. The 2025 50 Fathoms, priced around $38,000, continues that legacy with a case that feels sculpted by the ocean itself. Fluid, muscular, and unapologetically purposeful. The sunburst blue dial shimmers like light cutting through deep water, while the hands and markers glow with that unmistakable Blancpain loom. Not neon bright, but ocean soft and romantic. Inside, the movement hums with quiet precision, visible through a sapphire back that lets you watch the waves of Côte de Genève roll across the rotor. This isn't a tool watch anymore. It's a diver dressed in a tuxedo, one that still remembers how to swim. Blancpain doesn't chase trends, it defines eras. And the 50 Fathoms? It's the diver that all others still secretly measure themselves against. Tag Heuer's back with something refreshingly different. A watch that doesn't just keep time, it feeds on it. Meet the Formula One Solargraph, coming in at around $2,000. This thing runs entirely on light. Sunlight, lamplight, even that soft glow from your office desk. Just charge it once, and it'll keep running for months. It's modern tag at its best, bold, functional, and built for people who actually wear their watches, not just post them. The titanium-colored dial shimmers like brushed metal in motion, while those icy blue accents give it a punch of energy. It's also absurdly lightweight, comfortable, and tougher than most watches 3 times the price. Sure, it's not haute horology, but it's cool. And in 2025, cool counts. The Solargraph isn't about showing off your collection. It's about showing up on time, powered by the sun, literally. Now this one's for the insiders. The kind of piece you don't stumble upon, you hunt for. The Angelus Chronograph Telemetra Tens Masena Lab, priced around $45,000, is a love letter to mid-century chronographs, reimagined with obsessive, almost academic precision. Look at that dial, gilt printing, telemeter scale, syringe hands. Every inch screams 1940s precision engineering, yet the execution is surgically modern. Angelus brings the legacy, but Masena Lab brings the soul. It's that perfect alchemy between heritage and contemporary craft, like a jazz record remastered in high definition. On the wrist, it's compact, perfectly balanced, and radiates quiet confidence. You won't find this on every wrist in Monaco or Miami, and that's exactly the point. This isn't for the hype crowd, it's for the purists. The ones who smile when someone asks, "What's that?" And they simply reply, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you." Every de Bethune looks like it was smuggled out of a time traveler's luggage. And the new DB28XS yellow tones, priced around $115,000, might just be their most otherworldly creation yet. It's impossibly small by de Bethune standards. 39mm of pure sci-fi sculpture. But the moment light hits that golden titanium, it's like sunrise over Saturn. The heat-treated case radiates warm amber tones that shift and shimmer as you move. It's not just color, it's alchemy. Inside beats de Bethune's own hand-finished caliber, complete with that hypnotic balance wheel, floating like a golden halo. You don't wear this watch to tell time. You wear it to bend time, to make a statement that says, "Yes, I know exactly what this is," and "No, you can't have one." De Bethune doesn't chase attention, it attracts awe. And this yellow tones edition, it's horological poetry in motion. If de Bethune bends time, Uhrwerk rewrites it. The new UR10 space meter, priced around $88,000, looks less like a watch and more like a control module stolen from a starship. But that's exactly what makes Uhrwerk. Uhrwerk. Instead of hands, you get satellite hour modules gliding across an arched minute track, a dance of precision that feels mechanical yet cosmic. The case is stealthy titanium, the finish industrial and unapologetically alien. And here's the twist. The space meter doesn't just track time, it lets you measure distance using light speed calibration. Yes, you heard that right. Time and space, literally connected on your wrist. Uhrwerk's never been about traditional beauty, it's about raw invention. Every click, every gear, every microsecond feels engineered for those who've already left Earth behind. This isn't horology, it's science fiction you can wear. And somehow, it still makes your heart race faster than any tourbillon. Grand SEIKO never chases noise, it chases perfection. And in 2025, that pursuit continues with two watches that feel like nature translated into metal and light. First, the Tokyo Lion Tentograph, priced around $16,400, a mechanical chronograph so precise it could make a Swiss engineer blush. The titanium case is sculpted like a crouched lion, muscular yet refined, while the dial texture evokes the rooftops of Tokyo at dawn. It's bold. It's Japanese strength distilled into wrist form. Then there's the Evolution 9 Violet Dawn at $11,100, a softer, almost spiritual experience. The dial shimmers with violet and silver tones that shift like morning mist over Mount Iwate. It's minimalist, but alive. What sets Grand SEIKO apart isn't hype, it's harmony, the balance between engineering and emotion. Each piece feels meditative, precise, and quietly powerful, the kind of watch that doesn't need to speak, because the craftsmanship already said everything. Hublot is back in 2025 doing what it does best, making bold feel beautiful. Let's start with the Big Bang Unico Summer 2025, priced around $33,800. It's 42mm of pure vacation energy, turquoise hues, open-worked dial, and that signature Unico chronograph movement beating underneath like a DJ set in Ibiza. It's luxury turned fun. Then, for those who prefer their flex whispered in green sapphire, the Big Bang Tourbillon Automatic Green Saxum at a wild $242,000 is jaw-dropping. The entire case is crafted from a luminous green sapphire composite, translucent, alien, and impossibly cool. It looks like something Superman would wear to dinner in Monaco. Hublot isn't for the shy. It's for collectors who want innovation and adrenaline, where materials science meets luxury swagger. Say what you will, but no one else is pushing design this far into the future. And somehow, it still bangs. Cartier doesn't chase attention, it defines it. And in 2025, they've brought back something so classically daring, it's almost rebellious. The Tanker Guichet. priced around $52,000, is Cartier at its most mysterious. No hands, no open dial, just two little apertures, one for the hours, one for the minutes, like a timekeeping secret whispered in gold. It's mechanical understatement at its finest. A solid block of precious metal that tells time without ever raising its voice. Slip it under a cuff, and it disappears, until you want it noticed. This is the watch for people who already have the rest, who understand that true power doesn't need to shine. It just needs to exist. Every line, every curve of the Tanka guichet reminds you why Cartier is more than a jeweler. It's a storyteller, a master of restraint, and in a world of open dials and screaming skeletons, this tank whispers, "I've already won." Arnold & Son doesn't make watches. They make horological dreams you can actually wear. The Longitude Titanium 5 Degrees West Edition, priced around $25,700, celebrates the brand's British marine chronometer heritage. It's sleek, feather light, and finished with that signature vertical brushing that catches light like a silver compass at sea. It's a quiet nod to the precision that once guided explorers across the oceans. Then there's the Perpetual Moon 38 white gold aventurine, coming in around $37,900, and it's pure poetry. That massive moon phase display sits on a sparkling aventurine sky that looks like the Milky Way compressed into 38 millimeters of elegance. Every shimmer feels alive, like cosmic dust caught beneath sapphire. These aren't loud watches, they're emotional ones. The kind you wear when you understand that time isn't just measured, it's felt. Arnold & Son reminds us that even in a world obsessed with data and precision, there's still magic in the movement of the moon. When Richard Mille releases something new, you don't ask why, you just ask how on earth they pulled it off. Let's start with the RM33-03, priced around $142,000, a sleek, ultra-thin automatic that still carries Mille's trademark energy. It's aerodynamic, sculptural, and somehow feels like a Formula One chassis wrapped around a movement. Every edge, every cut, every screw, functional art. Then the jaw-dropper, the RM4301 Ferrari Tourbillon split seconds chronograph, sitting at an absolutely wild $1.5 million. Built like a race car engine for your wrist, it's a symphony of titanium, carbon, and pure madness. And finally, the RM74-02 automatic tourbillon gold quartz TPT at $600,000. A glittering fusion of cutting-edge material and haute couture. It's golden armor with a pulse. Richard Mille doesn't make watches for the faint-hearted. They make them for the few who live at full throttle, where luxury, innovation, and adrenaline meet in a single heartbeat. If watchmaking is art, MB&F is the avant-garde gallery. Their new LM101 EVO 20th anniversary, priced around $86,000, celebrates 2 decades of mechanical imagination with a design that feels both vintage and futuristic. The suspended balance wheel floats above the dial like a heartbeat in zero gravity, reminding you that time itself can be sculpted. It's elegant, wearable, and somehow alive. Then there's the HM8 Mark II Purple, coming in at $88,000. A watch that looks like a hot rod melted into a spaceship. The time display is projected through sapphire prisms, and that bold purple case? It's pure attitude. MB&F doesn't just build watches, they build worlds. Each piece feels like a character from a dream, rendered in titanium and imagination. Owning one isn't about status, it's about curiosity, about daring to ask, what if? And MB&F's answer, every time, is the same. Why not? When FP Journe speaks, the watch world listens. Because François Paul doesn't follow trends, he creates legacies. The Line Sport Chronograph Rattrapante, priced around $150,000, is a perfect example of that philosophy. It's crafted entirely in titanium, light, purposeful, brutally elegant. The dial layout is symmetrical and balanced, but under the hood lives one of the most beautifully engineered split-second chronographs ever built.
Each Jean watch feels intensely personal. You don't just wear it, you connect with it. It's mechanical poetry with a heartbeat of pure precision. While other brands chase hype, FP Jean remains in his own orbit, guided not by marketing, but by mastery. The line sport Rattrapant isn't about flexing, it's about refinement, discipline, and quiet brilliance. If watchmaking were a symphony, Jean wouldn't play the loudest note, but his would be the one you remember forever.
No logos, no gimmicks, just pure horological confidence. That's H.MOSER and Cie. Their 2025 lineup proves once again why they're the rebels of Swiss watchmaking. The Pioneer Flying Hours at $50,000 gives you wandering hours that glide across the dial like planets in orbit. Hypnotic, effortless, and beautifully executed. Then there's the Pioneer Tourbillon Burgundy, a $70,000 powerhouse that blends elegance with raw performance, wrapped in that signature smoked dial. The Endeavour Perpetual Calendar Smoked Salmon at $68,000 is a masterclass in understatement. No clutter, no fuss, just the most intuitive perpetual calendar in the world, hiding beneath a deliciously warm gradient dial. And the Pioneer Tourbillon Spiced Aqua, priced at $59,500, brings a fresh, almost playful twist to haute horlogerie. Moser doesn't just make watches, they challenge conventions. It's luxury with a wink, complexity with soul, because sometimes less branding means more identity. British watchmaking is back, and Bremont is leading the charge. The new Terranova 38 jumping hour, priced around $5,600, is a confident statement of what modern English craftsmanship can achieve. It takes that classic explorer spirit Bremont is known for and refines it into something more elegant, more compact, and more distinctively Bremont. The jumping hour complication gives the dial a clean, almost minimalist layout, but behind that simplicity lies serious mechanical finesse. And at 38mm, it's versatile, understated, and perfect for everyday wear. What's special about Bremont isn't just the watch, it's the philosophy. Every piece is built in England, tested beyond military standards, and made to last generations. In a world where luxury often feels untouchable, Bremont feels authentic. The Terranova 38 isn't about showing off, it's about showing up. A true British tool watch, reborn for the modern era. Few brands balance heritage and modern value like Longines, and 2025 shows exactly why they're still a force to be reckoned with. The Ultrachron Classic, priced around $4,000, revives one of the fastest mechanical movements of the 1960s, a high-beat caliber running at 36,000 vibrations per hour for pinpoint accuracy. It's a masterclass in retro-cool design with a modern twist. Rugged enough for daily wear, refined enough for the boardroom. Then there's the Spirit Pilot Flyback, coming in at $5,500, a pilot's chronograph that perfectly channels aviation heritage without feeling old-fashioned. The flyback function makes it as practical as it is beautiful, with details that whisper professional rather than shout it. Longines doesn't chase trends, it defines timelessness. Every watch feels like a bridge between past and present, proof that Swiss watchmaking excellence doesn't have to break the bank. Precision, purpose, and poise. That's Longines in 2025. Founded by the man who invented the tourbillon, Breguet remains one of the purest expressions of traditional watchmaking excellence. The Marine Horamundi 5555, priced at $98,900, is a stunning travel companion. A world time complication that switches time zones instantly with the push of a button. The guilloche dial shimmers like ocean waves, and the craftsmanship feels almost royal. It's not just a travel watch, it's a mechanical passport for the connoisseur. Then we have the Type XX chronograph, coming in at $46,200, a direct descendant of Breguet's iconic aviation pieces. The new design is bolder, sharper, and unmistakably pilot-focused, with that perfect balance of precision and history. Breguet doesn't need to shout to impress. Every curve, every numeral, every click of its crown whispers heritage.
This is haute horlogerie at its most intelligent, where art, innovation, and history keep perfect time together.
So, which one stole your heart? Was it the green sapphire Hublot, the romantic Patek, or maybe that sneaky Tudor you didn't see coming? What's wild is, every single one of these watches tells a story about where watchmaking is headed. We've gone from pure mechanics to poetic engineering, and somehow, the passion just keeps ticking. If you're thinking about adding one of these beauties to your collection, check the links in the description. They help support the channel while you hunt for your next grail. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, because every week we uncover the best, boldest, and most conversation-worthy watches in the world. Until next time, keep your lume bright, your wrist game sharp, and remember, time's too precious to wear something boring.